Hello everyone, welcome to Galactic Science 2, the beta version. So if my calculations are correct, this should be episode 10, and I believe yesterday Caithleen announced that version 0.04 was released on the Twitch launcher, and that's what I've downloaded and installed, and this is a fresh world. So let's see what this holds for us. All right, there's a couple of quests. First quest is go gather these items. It's relatively easy to do. The jetpack and the crescent hammer are right there in that parachest. And inside the pyramid, inside this room here, is an assembly table with a potato. So that gives us some snow, which we can put into this magma crucible. This magma crucible melts the snow into presumably water, but apparently it's actually oxygen gas. And this gas liquefier is turning that into oxygen. Oxygen storage module is storing it. And this oxygen bubble is creating an oxygen bubble out of it. And this oxygen compressor allows you to refill your oxygen tanks. Now, the bubble isn't hugely helpful to me. What I just did there was I broke the oxygen line feeding the oxygen bubble. And that means the oxygen bubble won't activate. So, oh, yeah, there is. Okay, I did get that back. Okay. This oxygen bubble uses a lot of oxygen, and so by breaking that, I'll be relying on my oxygen tanks, which means I'll have to keep a closer eye on keeping them refilled, which is fine. So that first quest being done, the next one is take off all your gear for a second, and I guess that's kind of to make you realize that without your gear, you will suffocate. No, I didn't. Now, the good news about that is it does give you spare oxygen tanks, which are very, very helpful. Next quest, 5 snow. And you get 20 snow as a reward. Fluid tank. A lot of this is just, these quests are just here so that he can confirm that you found these items, because you can't survive without these items. That's why these quests exist. 10 moon turf. Before we do that, oh, no, here. Click on the water in the fluid terminal, and then put the fluid tank in there, and it will fill with water. I do have, yeah, all right. Come over to this room. And the fluid tank here will be automatically drained by the photogenic isolator, draining water, allowing you to grow more saplings. And you'll also get logs. That's really why you're doing it, is to get logs. We'll go ahead and fill that with snow so that we'll have good production of oxygen. We'll put that away. I don't need that yet. I believe there is a quest. I think it's improvements. This one you can do early. It just wants to detect that you have energy conduits, and you get 10. So now you'll have 25. And these are slightly better energy conduits. Actually, these are good energy conduits. These produce or allow you to push 500,000 RF a tick. All right. So now I need to go get some moon turf. Fortunately, it's right here. So while I'm gathering this, let's talk about the backstory of the game. The idea is That there is the crashed remnants of your spaceship. The engines are burning. You came to explore this alien pyramid on the moon. And it's full of mysterious technology that you have to figure out in order to survive and eventually escape the moon. So that's part of the reason why you start off with an AE network from the get-go. I guess I should turn the magnet on. Okay, that's 10. All right, so now we get an unstable hammer, which, boy, is this nice. It doesn't have any durability, so it'll last forever. The only way you can lose it is if you die and can't find your body, or maybe if you drop it on the ground and a creeper explodes and destroys it, or if you, I don't know, drop it in lava or something. I think those are the only ways you could get rid of it. So that being said, in the hopefully unlikely event that that happens, just know I am going to cheat one back in, because I don't think you can really effectively do this game without that pick. You may be able to make one. I'd have to go dig through NEI and figure out if it's something that's actually achievable. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. So I'm just trying to gather up resources here, because there's a quest where you have to gather so much of each type of the moon turf, the moon dirt, and the moon rock. Okay, so if you look here, the top layer is moon turf, the darker layer is moon dirt, and then this very, very dark layer, that's moon rock. And in actual scientific parlance, moon dirt is called regolith. That's the name for moon dirt, by the way. Okay, so over here we have the sieving room. Before I do that, I ought to do the quest. Get more snow, and you throw stuff into the sieve, and it produces resources. So now there's going to be a period of basically just kind of resource generation. Oh, I got a diamond from the get-go. That is going to help me out so much later on. That means when I have enough iron, I can make a chemical synthesizer early. So now the big thing is I just need a tremendous amount of iron, and you know, each of these broken ores, at this point, the only way to process them is to throw them into a normal furnace, and each one will make me 1 nugget of iron. So it takes a lot of this to be able to do that. Okay, but folks, I'm back. We had a phone call, so I had to cut recording for a minute. And then I took the opportunity to process some material while I was off camera. So right now I'm doing moon turf, and for moon turf you occasionally get fishing rods. I don't know why you get fishing rods from sieving moon turf. That doesn't make any sense. But you get redstone, glowstone, ender pearl powder, and gunpowder. So for now, all this stuff is pretty much just going to go into the AE system. Continue on with our progress. But now that I have cobblestone, I can make furnaces. Just like that. Oh, I did not mean to make 11 of them, though. I only wanted 8. Oh, well. I think I need some later for other stuff. There There we go. Make more cobblestone. Part of the reason I'm combining these as I go is so that they take up less space in the AE system. And one other thing I'm going to do, I get tired of getting hung up on these doorways, so I'm going to widen these a bit. All right, I'm going to try something. Yep, you can't cook potatoes, which is weird. I mean, maybe there's a furnace later on that'll let you cook potatoes. But I had started to make sticks. And the reason is I want to make some glowstone torches. There's a couple of places that are just dark enough that you could spawn mobs, like in there. And then down here, these are elevators. If you hold down the shift key, you go down, and if you do the space bar, you go up. So there's actually mobs down here. And this can become dangerous. So I'm going to put some torches down in the corners to make it a little less dangerous. All right, so this is a Draconic Evolution system, and it's for, I don't think it actually produces power. I think it's for storing power. I think this will connect. Yeah, okay, it'll connect. Doing something I don't normally do here. I'm kind of winging this. More diamonds. Okay. So we've got one piece of bone meal. We need 7. And the reason is you start the game with 7 pieces of clay. And clay and bone meal combined make porcelain clay. And you need 7 of those to make a crucible that'll then have to fire in the furnace. And that's part of the progression of the quests. Is right here. I need a crucible. And I believe there is a quest for that. Right there. And so now it wants 10 potatoes, and I think I have 7. Okay, I have 8 so far, so I need 2 more. There we go, that's 10. $16 cobblestone. Now for this one, you want to take the carrot in. Trust me, you'll need it. All right, so now we're to the point of we need that, we need the crucible. All right, we're just going to kind of clean up this area a little bit. And I'm just kind of getting like 1 bone meal per stack is what it looks like. Okay, finally we have all of the bone meal we need to complete the quest. So we take the 5 porcelain clay and we make an unfired crucible. Okay, so crucible, that is done. You get a bucket as a quest reward, and that's going to be very important. This is the wreck of your spaceship engine, and it's leaking fuel and coolant, and both of them are useful in different ways. So the blazing pyrotherium, which is what that is, put the crucible over it, put some cobblestone in it, and that will melt and make lava. And there's actually 2 of the blazing pyrotheriums out here, so I'll go get the other one. It will condense water vapor out of the air and it'll produce snow. So we're going to make a stone shovel. You know, this is how you create snow. So now I take that bucket, grab that bucket of lava, and I believe that will satisfy the next quest. Which gives me 2 more crucibles. Where it's directly over the blazing pyrotherium, it produces lava at a 7 times normal speed. And where it's not directly over it, it's, you know, basically runoff from the blazing pyrotherium source block. It's at a 5 times speed, and then this one's at 7 times because it's over a source block also. So now what we're going to do over here with the stone, we'll make stone slabs. And let's see if we can recombine these. We can, good. One more. Oh. All right, so now we have a stone barrel. We got 1 piece of ice from sieving stuff. And we have a bucket of lava. So now we've got a stone barrel over a water source block and a bucket of lava. So now we have obsidian, which is that quest right there. And you get some iron as a quest reward. Okay, it looks like the quest book has changed here a little bit. Now we need 3 iron ingots. There we go. All right, we have to keep these crucibles full of cobblestone so that they'll keep making lava. All right, how much do we have? Do we have enough for 3 ingots? That should be enough there, I think. Okay, folks, that's the end of episode 10 of the new version of Galactic Science 2, the beta release, the 0.04 version. I hope I had some good, useful information for you there. If I did, it would be great if you could leave a like on the video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it'd be even better if you could subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them on YouTube, and I will respond to them when I can. Thank you for watching. This is Arturio signing out from Galactic Science 2.